Hey YouTube. I just wanted to have a little rant about different PA systems or DJ systems, such as the difference between actives and passives. Um, Basically, from what I have heard, that there's been a lot of shit about passive stuff. Basically, passive stuff is amplifiers that are not connected to your speakers within one cabinet, where active stuff is where you get the amplifier built into the speaker cabinet. Uh, Basically, the argument is that from some people, passive stuff are crap. They break down a lot and heavy equipment and this and that and the other. Well, it's true in some respects, but nowadays, equipment is getting lighter and lighter. I mean, if you have passive equipment, you can deal with it. You can get lighter stuff. Because I've got Behringer iNukes, which are Class D amplifiers, and they don't weigh more than 2 kilos, probably less actually. And then you get function 1 amplifiers or void amplifiers, and they weigh like 10 to 15 kilos. I mean, they but if you go with active stuff, you can actually get cabinets which are the same weight, and it's like, and not only that, it's when when there's talk about clipping, which means going to the red light. It's with active stuff. Some of the active stuff are actually really good. I mean, as soon as you get into the clipping stage of active stuff, it's just too loud for the crowd anyway. And with passive stuff, I mean, like, you got all these devices that actually stop that clipping anyway, where actives don't. I mean, you could just go up halfway, damn thing clips, and with passive stuff, you can just about go almost all way to full volume, and it's just under with some of the stuff. But it's like with my equipment that I've got, that I've got compressor and limiters. I've got feedback destroyers, all work together with crossovers. I mean, like, I've set my crossovers to the frequencies that I like. Then the one side, the tops, and I've set it to a level. Then that feeds into my compressor limiter, and that's been set to another level. So it's stepped up a little bit, but it's limited to that. And or again, with the high end, it goes to a feedback destroyer. So whatever's coming out of the crossovers and limiter compressors, it's getting it as soon as the feedback occurs, it gets destroyed by the feedback destroyer, where you can't get that on actives. Not one thing. I mean, where can you get them from? Honestly, active stuff are useless, and I've tried active stuff. All right. As soon as the amplifier goes down, where are you going to get a spare? I mean, I've designed my rigs where the volume is controlled to a safe level for people's hearing, including my own, and it's safer for the speakers and amplifiers so they don't blow. Because if one of my amps blow without all the other equipment before it, and I don't have a spare, so be it. I know with a friend of mine that he was DJing one night with my equipment. I was standing next to one of my top end cabinets, and I could smell something going off. It's that coil smell when it's heating up. It was that point I went to him and said, "Turn the fucker down." But at that point, I didn't have that protection for the amplifiers and speakers. So from then on, I just laced all three of my cases with protection. With actives, you can't do that. I know you can't. So if I'm wrong in saying that, tell me about it. So, and then I'm building a fourth passive system that's going to be permanently in the venue. And what I'm doing is having the protection system in a separate flag case to my amp rack, which will have a CD player and a wireless mic system, along with 2 amplifiers. So, if I just built an amp rack exactly the same without the protection, I could just go to the venue. If the system is not in use, I'll just go to this venue, take the bit I want, and take it out on road with me and use that. That's where you got to be clever with passive systems. So I don't know where people are getting this nonsense from about active stuff being so damn good, better than passive stuff. If I were you, don't listen to people saying, "Oh, go with passive, don't go with actives," or the other way around. Go with what you want. Don't listen to any other people. Just do what you want, build your systems how you want, get the equipment that you want, but learn by your mistakes. That's what I did. I started in 2012 DJing. All I had was 2 amplifiers, a pair of top end speakers, less than 10 lights, soundboard, and several cables. And now I've got several crossovers, several limiters, compressors, several feedback destroyers, several wireless mic systems, about 10 amplifiers, and 14 speakers. So, and I've learned this over the years to not listen to anybody who slates everything else and tells you to go like them. Just honestly, just go your own direction. In fact, I don't trust active stuff anyway because I've dealt with them. They break on a dime if you don't handle them properly. I mean, I remember once that I was at this one venue. I was covering another DJ for a couple hours, and somebody pulled the plug for that one active speaker. When they plugged it back in, and I was told by one of the guests that they can't hear somebody talking on that side. I had a look, and sure enough, there was a red light indicating that that speaker wasn't working. That is because it blown inside the amplifier. So, and then the DJ arrived. I told him about it, and he had to go and get an amplifier and a pair of speakers for that one side. So, what is the problem and the fight's about? Just do what you want. I don't care. Just get your own personal stuff, your own mind. Everything is on you. Don't go to somebody else saying, what should I get? What should I do? This and that. Yeah. Just do it by yourself. That's how I did it. Because what I did, I started off by myself. And I spoke to other DJs, what they use. And I still went with passive, my own direction. Not anybody else's, just my own. So if you would like to add some comments in to find out more, please feel free. I can probably help you go in the right direction from my own mistakes and stuff like that. But it's up to you. And at this time, it's that's end of my rant. And we'll see you on the live stream on 30th from 8 o'clock. We'll see you then. Bye for now.